Hello, everyone. My name is Gregory, and this is The View from Out Here. I'm an addict. This is not something I just discovered, and it's not something I've ever made an effort to hide. It's just an admission that pertains to the point that I want to make today. If you didn't know that about me, it's probably because you never asked. I'm not one of those folks who lead with something like, hi, my name is Gregory, and I'm an addict and an orphan, and I'm a Catholic. Right? I couldn't tell you whether my case of addiction is hereditary or not either, because I'll never know who my biological parents are or what their challenges may have been. But I'm an addict, and I learned that I'm an addict from my experiences of quitting smoking in 1988. And it's probably important to note that I have since begun smoking again, but I was smoke free for roughly 8 years. Now, within 6 months of quitting, I gained about 45 pounds. I decided that this was not cool because I looked so delicious at 155 pounds. I'm serious. I looked good. So I started dieting. What I learned from dieting is one, there are not enough carrot sticks or celery stalks in the world to make me stop wanting a good hamburger. And two, diets are counterproductive. They will make you fat. After roughly 8 different diets over as many years, I weighed in at 251 pounds. That's about 100 pounds more than I weighed when I quit. That much weight was unsustainable for me because my knees and my ankles were simply not having it. I was facing a wheelchair and I wasn't cool with that either. Now, if you diet, you have to stay on that diet for the rest of your life, or you will raise your set point each time you go off that diet. I can lose about 15 pounds right now pretty much on request. But unless I stay on whatever diet that was forever, I'll gain it back again plus a few more pounds, giving me a new higher set point. That's what happened to me, and that's what happened to Oprah Winfrey a few times during her weight loss journey. So after 8 years of being smoke free, I started smoking again, and within a few months, I had lost about 30 pounds. And my knees and my ankles, they were pretty happy. Well, happy enough that I was still mobile, and it was enough for me at the time. I maintained that weight for over a decade. I weigh 190 now, but that was because of a whole other story for another day. We'll talk about that then. But what I learned from the experience is that I'm an addict. And although I thought I had quit smoking, I didn't. I just quit smoking tobacco. I started smoking other things like food and alcohol instead. So here I am face to face with my core condition of addiction. I had a stent put in my heart several years ago, resulting from a terrorized midnight trip to the ER with what I thought was a chronic excruciating stomach problem. While I was there, I learned that it wasn't a stomach problem at all. It was a blockage in the artery in the side of my heart. And while there, I also learned that I'm diabetic. So now I'm struggling with smoking again because that's bad for both of those conditions. There are two things that I'm trying to figure out. One, when I quit smoking tobacco again, what will I start smoking next? And will that be as much of a problem as smoking was? Smoking is not my problem. It's a symptom of a condition that will not go away when I quit smoking cigarettes. Two, does anyone actually recover from addiction, or do they just arrest the symptoms? Many years ago in a comedy bit, many 1970s, many years ago, in a comedy bit that Cheech and Chong used to do. Cheech says, before, I was all messed up on drugs. Now, I'm all messed up on the Lord. It was one of those bomb jokes where you laugh because it's funny, and then on the way home, you realize that maybe it wasn't so funny after all. When people are in recovery, isn't doing the program or clinging to Jesus or exercise or chewing gum or whatever what people smoke instead of their drug of choice? Isn't one symptom of the disease just supplanted with another without actually addressing the underlying cause? Discuss. In the, in the meantime, I want to thank you for hanging with me so far. And if you find anything of value here, please take a second to like and subscribe with the buttons below. Oh, and don't forget um, basic video production, everything you need to know to make video like a professional, and searching for Saint Germain, the true story of a gay Catholic orphan. That would be me. You'll find links for both in the description below. And if you have Kindle Plus, you can read them both for free. I promise it'll be worth your while. Meanwhile, my name is Gregory, and this has been The View from Out Here. Much love.